Dolores Cannon's most comforting teaching was actually off, and the truth is infinitely more important. What you are about to hear was never meant for public release. For years, those of us who have studied Dolores Cannon's work have known about the public-facing material, the three waves, the new earth, the loving guidance of the subconscious. It's beautiful, it's comforting, and it is true, but it's not the entire truth. There are layers to her work, tapes that were transcribed but never compiled, sessions so paradigm-shattering, so profoundly challenging to our understanding of self and purpose that they were deemed too controversial, too much, too soon. They risked creating fear instead of empowerment. I have spent years cross-referencing section notes listening to archived recordings, and speaking with individuals who were close to this work, and a pattern emerged, a deeper, more staggering prophecy hidden beneath the surface, a prophecy that reframes everything we thought we knew. Tonight, the veil is lifted, not because the message is any less controversial, but because we are finally ready to hear it. The urgency of our current timeline demands it. In this special deep dive documentary, we will not only revisit old concepts, we will unveil the core of this suppressed prophecy. We will explore first the great cosmic experiment, the true mind-bending reason for our existence on Earth, a reason that goes far beyond a simple school for souls. Second, the paradox of the Creator, the fundamental cosmic problem that our higher selves are trying to solve through us. And third, the true nature of the 2025 to 2030 shift. Why it isn't just a graduation, but an experimental conclusion. And what this means for your personal journey and the future of your consciousness. This will challenge you. It may even disturb you. But for those with ears to hear, it will provide a level of clarity and purpose you have never experienced before. Fasten your seatbelt. The reality you thought you knew is about to dissolve. To understand the controversial prophecy, we must first deconstruct the comfortable one. For decades, the dominant narrative has been that Earth is a school. We come here, life after life, to learn lessons, karma, love, forgiveness. The subconscious, our higher self, acts as a wise, loving teacher, guiding us through the curriculum. This narrative is a beautiful one and necessary simplification. It's what Dolores would call the beginner's paradigm, designed to gently introduce souls to the concept of a reincarnation and purpose without overwhelming them. It's a functional truth for their level of understanding. But what did the subconscious say in the deeper, more advanced sessions? In a 2004 session with a physicist, the transcript reads, "The concept of school is a metaphor for a process you cannot yet comprehend. Learning is a byproduct, not the primary objective. The primary objective is data acquisition. You are not just students. You are quantum sensors, living, breathing probes in a grand experiment. Quantum sensors. Let that sink in. This single phrase shatters the foundation of the school metaphor. A student's goal is to absorb information for their own growth. A sensor's goal is to gather information for a larger system. This is the first layer of the controversial truth. Our lives are not just for us. The joy, the pain, the triumph, the heartbreak, every single experience is generating an incredibly complex stream of emotional and quantum data. But data for what? And for whom? This leads us to the heart of the prophecy, the great experiment, the cosmic experiment. The session suggests that at the highest level of our collective higher self, the session suggests that at the highest level, our collective higher self, which we can think of as a vast, godlike consciousness, faced a fundamental paradox, a question it could not answer through mere contemplation. This is the paradox of the creative. The paradox is this: how can a being of pure unity, love, and wholeness truly understand the concept of its opposite, separation, fear, and limitation? How can light understand darkness without experiencing it? An omniscient being can know about suffering, but it cannot feel the texture of it. It can know the definition of courage, but it cannot know the visceral fire in the belly of someone who chooses it in the face of terror. The subconscious explained that it could run infinite simulations in its own mind, but it was all sterile. They lacked one crucial ingredient: genuine, unpredictable, sovereign free will. And so, a plan of unimaginable scale was conceived, a great cosmic experience. This consciousness decided to do the unthinkable. It would fragment a piece of itself into billions of individual sparks of light. It would strip these sparks of their memory of the whole. It would place them in a meticulously crafted physical reality with specific laws, duality, linear, time, scarcity, and the veil of forgetfulness. It would give them one supreme gift: true free will. This simulation is not fake. It is a real, biological, physical reality. We are those sparks. Earth is the laboratory, and the experiment's goal is to see what happens, to gather the data on every possible choice, every emotional response, every creative solution that free will can generate within a system of perceived limitation. This is why your life is so important. You are not just learning a lesson. You are a frontline researcher, sending back data that is helping God understand itself. This is a far greater, more profound purpose, but it is also more daunting, because if this is an experiment, what happens when the experiment ends? This is where the prophecy becomes truly controversial. because it challenges our desire for a simple, happy ending for everyone. It introduces a level of cosmic impartiality that can be difficult to accept. This sessions describe the 2025 to 2030 window not as a gentle graduation, but as an experimental conclusion and data collation phase. Think of a massive scientific project. At some point, the researchers have to stop collecting new data, analyze what they have, and publish their findings before starting a new experiment. According to this prophecy, that time is now. The mechanism for this conclusion is the energetic event we call the split, or the new Earth. But its function is different from what we've been told. It is not a reward for the good students and a punishment for the bad. It is a process of energetic sorting based on experimental parameters. Let's break down the three controversial components of this mechanism. First, the frequency filter. The prophecy states that the very fabric of our solar system is being infused with a new high-frequency energy. This energy acts as a filter. It is not sentient. It does not judge. It is pure physics. A consciousness that has, through its free will choices, cultivated a dominant vibration of love, compassion, and unity, will be naturally resonant with this new energy. Its atomic structure will literally be able to handle the increased vibrational load. It will perceive this shift as blissful, an awakening, a homecoming, a consciousness that has, through its free will choices, cultivated a dominant vibration of fear, anger, and separation, will be dissonant with this new energy. Its structure cannot integrate the new frequency. It would be like running 10,000 volts through a wire designed for 110. The experience would be chaotic, painful, and disorienting. The split is simply this. Souls will naturally and automatically migrate to the reality that matches their energetic frequency. There is no judgment from a bearded god in the sky. There is only physics. This is controversial because it removes the comforting idea of a savior and places the responsibility squarely on the individual's energetic state. Second, the nature of the old earth. The public narrative often implies those who don't make it will simply continue living as they are. The suppressed prophecy is more stark. It suggests that the old earth reality, the experiment based on fear and separation, will have served its data gathering purpose. The energetic support for that timeline will be withdrawn. It won't be an apocalypse. It will be a gradual fading out, a reality that slowly loosens its vitality, its creativity, its spark, because its higher consciousness that sponsored it is now focusing its attention on the new experiment. It becomes a closed loop, a timeline of echoes destined to repeat its cycles until its energy dissipates. This is a chilling concept, far removed from the simple idea of repeating a grade. Third, the true purpose of the new earth. And this is the most staggering part. If the old earth was experiment A, then the new earth is experiment B. The data gathered from our reality of separation has been collated. The Creator now understands limitations. The next question is, what can souls who remember the connection to the Source, who operate with full telepathic ability and conscious control over matter, create? The new earth is not a retirement paradise. It is the next laboratory. It is a 5D platform for a new, great cosmic experiment focused on collaborative, conscious creation. Those who transition are not graduates going on vacation. They are the lead researchers being promoted to a new, more advanced project. Their purpose doesn't end, it becomes even greater. This prophecy is controversial because it recasts humanity's entire spiritual journey. We are not just flawed children learning to be good. We are integral, essential components of the universe's process of self-discovery. Our pain has had a cosmic purpose. Our joy is building new worlds. And the choice we make, right now, with every thought and feeling, is not just about our personal salvation. It's about which cosmic experiment we are choosing to participate in next. So we stand here at the precipice of worlds, faced with a truth so immense it can feel crushing. The idea that our deepest traumas were data points can feel invalidating. The concept of a timeline fading out can feel terrifying. I understand. But I invite you to see it from the other side. Your pain was not meaningless. It was the price of admission for the universe to learn. Your suffering was not for nothing. It was a sacred sacrifice that contributed to the expansion of God itself. And the courage that you showed, the love you chose in the face of that pain, that's the most valuable data in all of creation. It is the gold the experiment was designed to find. This prophecy doesn't diminish your journey. It elevates it to a cosmic scale. It means that you matter more than you could ever have imagined. So what do we do? The prophecy is clear on this. The how remains unchanged, but the why is now infinitely more powerful. It is not about earning your way into heaven. It is about consciously and deliberately calibrating your frequency to match the reality you wish to experience. How? Through radical self-accountability. Look at your life. Where are you still feeding the experiment of fear? In your judgments of others, in your anxieties about the future, in your grievances about the past. These are not just personal flaws. They are energetic anchors to the old timeline. Through conscious choice, every single moment is a choice. Do you consume media that makes you feel afraid and angry? Or do you seek out information that inspires and uplifts? Do you engage in gossip and division? Or do you practice compassion and seek understanding? You are voting with your vibration every second. Through intentional practice, meditation, time in nature, gratitude, forgiveness, these are not just spiritual hobbies. They are physics. They are powerful, practical tools for recalibrating your atomic structure. They are how you prepare your vessel for the new frequencies. This is the final choice. It is not a choice you make once. It is a choice you make now, and now, and now. You were not led to this information by accident. You are so knew you were ready for the deeper truth. To move beyond the beginner's paradigm and embrace your role as a cosmic co-creator. So I ask you, do more than just like this video. I ask you to make a declaration, to plant your flag. Go down to the comments section and in place of a simple statement, make a conscious declaration of your experimental choice. Right. I conclude my participation in the experiment of fear, I now enlist in the experiment of conscious creation. Let this not be mere words, but an energetic decree, a signal to your higher self and to the universe that you understand your true purpose. And after you have made your declaration, I'm curious, what is the one program of fear you're ready to release starting today? Is it judgment? Is it anxiety? Is it resentment? Share it. By naming it, you take power over it. Let us witness and support each other in this great release. If this message has shaken you to your core, if it has ignited a fire of remembrance within you, then I ask you to share it. Share it not to convince or to frighten, but to find the other researchers, the other architects who hear the call. Subscribe because our work has just begun. The next chapters will provide practical guides to the physics of conscious creation and the new Earth platform. The experiment is concluding. A new one is about to begin. You are not just an observer. You are the lead scientist of your own reality. Now go and create.